guys, welcome to Life at the Helm. I'm Chris. Today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of our 2025 Tidewater 232 Adventure. For those of you that follow us on social media or on YouTube, you know we took delivery of this boat about 8.5, 9 months ago. We custom built some of this and added some of the features on it, so we really haven't had a chance to show you guys that. I know a lot of you have been asking about that, and so we thought we would do a dedicated video on the truth about Tidewater boats and its vaunted reputation for quality. When we're done with that, we're also going to take it out on the water. We're going to give you some performance numbers. We're going to give you some cruising numbers. We're going to give you some efficiency numbers and just the total comfort with the boat in action. So if you're in the market to buy a boat like this, you know what to expect when you have a boat like this. So this is going to be a video you're going to want to tune into. Center consoles are extremely popular. They're becoming more and more popular in the area that we live. You know, there's a lot of water in Oklahoma and Texas, so a lot of people like to maybe get these types of boats. For one of the main reasons they get them is the range. They have an exceptional range when it comes to fuel. So, you know, this boat is somewhere around 200 to 225 miles, you know, depending on the conditions and the speed that you're going. But they're very efficient. They're very open, meaning, you know, they're not only set up for fishing, but they're also set up for comfort too. So if you want to take the family out, you know, these are long range boats that can get to sandbars, that can get to beaches, you know, so they're kind of set up to do both. Fish, it's kind of like, you know, business in the front, party in the back, right? You know, you're fishing in the back and the family can hang out in the front. If you want to go to the sandbar, it's got a windlass anchor on it, so you know, if you do a lot of that type of hanging out at the beaches in the summertime, that's a nice feature on these types of boats. They're big freeboards, as you can see, you know, almost 6 foot. You know, I'm 6 foot tall, and this thing just sitting on the trailer is probably, you know, 6'8" to 7 foot tall. So, you know, the safety of the boats. You know, center consoles, in my opinion, are some of the most capable boats on the water. So not only with range, they're very safe boats and dry boats. Boats are made up in 3 different categories: custom, semi-custom, and a mass production line of boats. Tidewater falls into a semi-custom category, and what that means is there's really not anything that they won't build for you into the boat. You just got to pay them or compensate them for the time and the materials to do that. One of the nice things about Tidewater is much of the features on this boat is standard. Seakeeper Ride is standard. Garmin MFDs are standard. If it's paired with a Yamaha outboard, Helmmaster is standard. So it's a very well appointed boat, and we'll be showing you some of the features inside the boat, but that's kind of the difference between why some boats are more expensive and other boats are a little bit inexpensive. When we purchased this boat come equipped with a 300 Yamaha outboard with digital controls, which was an upgrade from the last boat that we had, which were mechanical controls. It's really good for trolling. It has a trolling motor feature in it. This boat can come with multiple different engine packages. You can go 200, you can go 300, you can go 350 if you want to. You can go gray, white, you can go Mercury and use vessel view. Like I said, we have Yamaha here. It's what we've chosen. It has a 19 pitch prop. It has Helmmaster, which are digital controls. So it's almost going from a stick shift to an automatic when it comes to the throttle response and the smoothness of the shifting. You know, these new Yamaha outboards are very, very efficient. They're very, very powerful. And one of the main things, they are very, very reliable. So we went with the Yamaha 300. But like I said, you know, Tidewater will put any kind of package that you want on this. You know, you just got to compensate them. There really wasn't much that we changed other than a few things on this, and you know, we'll show you that here a little bit later. But this is the perfect motor for this. boat, this size of boat, and in this price point. So we're real happy with the Yamaha. Another thing that we like about Tidewater is that this boat, with its standard features, is already set up for fishing with 16 rod holders, a 30-gallon bait well, tackle storage built in so you can have your tackle, so you don't have tackle boxes and things laying around on the floor. It's very convenient. So like I said, these are standard features, has outrigger mounts, standard features. So that's the Tidewater difference, is that if you want to add additional things to your leaning post or your console or your helm area, then you can do that. But this boat comes so well appointed, you know, like I said earlier, there's really not much that we had to change on this when we got it and took delivery of it. There's a lot of trailering packages and options that you can get for center console boats. We go with McLean trailers on this one. As you might know, McLean is a sponsor of ours on the channel. Another nice thing about these trailers is they are all welded bunks. These are not adjustable bunks. This trailer is custom made for this boat. The only adjustable areas are up where the winch is or the bow stop. So all disc brakes and Goodyear Endurance tires come standard with these. And you know, they're aluminum trailers, so they're very durable and reliable. You know, they don't need a lot of maintenance, and they can withstand the elements. So this is a perfect trailer. So if you're in the market for a boat like this, you know, be sure to check out McLean. You know, they can certainly make a custom trailer for you. So we're heading to the lake to give you guys some performance numbers here on this Tidewater 232 Adventure. You know, one of the things I like about boats this size is that we can trailer them, so we can go to different bodies of water. We like to go to Lake Hefner in Oklahoma. We like to go to Lake Texoma in Texas, and then Oklahoma. You know, there's various other lakes that we like to go to, so it gives us the option to take the boat to different bodies of water, you know, explore types of fisheries, things like that. Another thing I like about the McLean trailer that we have, it is very easy to tow the boat. So it trailers down the highway pretty good, and it's not very stressful on the truck. The truck itself, as if you've seen some of our other videos, has a trailer TPMS monitoring system for the tires in the trailer itself. It also has temperature transmission monitors for your truck, and it makes towing this long distances pretty comfortable in this Ram 1500 Limited. Made it to the dock here. Looks like it's a little windy, not too terribly bad though, probably 10-15 mile an hour wind. So we're going to get out here and show you guys some performance numbers and how this boat behaves on the water.
Down G, commander for the boat. Got my ass, I got my teeth. And then I see yo. See me, I feel say look.
Okay, we're out on the water here. We're going to do some testing numbers on the Tidewater 232 Adventure. Get this thing up on plane, and we're going to show you what the economy is, miles per gallon, which is one of the big things that people want to know about boats like this, is what the range and the efficiency is. So let's see what we can do here, and I'm going to put this up on plane. I'll let you know what the cruising speeds are. About 60 gallons of fuel on this boat right now. We've got 3 people on the boat as well. So cruising speed at 3,900 RPM, 31 miles per gallon, getting 2.6 miles per gallon. That's pretty good for a 300 digital. So our range is pretty far with respect to that. Actually, the cruising speed at 3,900 trimmed up at 32.5, so that's pretty good for a 24-foot boat. Like I said earlier in the video, the range is about 225 miles, so in good conditions, with the Seakeeper on, cruising speed, you know, 2.5 to 2.7 miles per gallon is a very good economy. You know, 12.3 gallons per hour. You got a 110-gallon fuel tank. So, like I said, the range is quite a bit. Center console is the backbone of the 232 Tidewater Adventure. Like I said earlier in the video, in the beginning, all of these features come standard with this boat. 18-inch Garmin screens, chart plotters, Yamaha Helm Master. We added this tablet, that way we don't have to install a Sirius XM satellite antenna. It has its own service, so that's one of the things that we installed, but I didn't have to make very many upgrades from the factory. But like I said before, Tidewater is a semi-custom boat manufacturer, so there's not anything that they won't put on this boat. If you ask them, you'll just have to compensate them for the materials and their time to do it. Also comes standard with the JL Audio Media Master 50. We did have Taylor's Wake Shop in Oklahoma City upgrade our stereo system. We have a 1,005 amp underneath, and we added two 10-inch subwoofers to bring a little more sound to the boat, especially when we're at the sandbar or the beach, or we're just hanging out and we're not fishing. So this boat also comes with a Seakeeper ride system, and that is not a trim tab system. That is a vessel attitude control system. It works automatically and it stabilizes the boat. It takes 70% of the pitch and roll out of the boat. It takes the listing from port side to starboard and vice versa away from the boat as well. It's a great feature to have on a boat, and that also comes standard on a Tidewater. So you know, that's a feature that many manufacturers do not have. So we are very, very happy with that. As you can tell, the Seakeeper ride stabilizes the boat pretty well. It's almost a flawless and effortless system, especially when you're dealing with a little bit of wind. The Tidewater, as we said earlier, comes standard with that, and couldn't ask for anything better.
She want know my balance. She know like